Mazel Tov, Chaim Goldman, on your bar mitzvah. Now, normally when I say that, everyone says Mazel Tov. I'm looking at empty chairs, so I hope that wherever you are wishing Chaim Mazel Tov. This is Chaim's bar mitzvah parsha. Unfortunately, we're not available to celebrate it together in shul. Would have certainly been nice to be able to do so, but Chaim, I speak for our entire shul, our entire community. We are so proud of you. We are so excited, and we look forward to seeing you grow l'Torah, l'chuppah, u'l'masim tovim. We look forward to Meretz Hashem participating in your wedding and into many other happy events in your life. And we want to take a moment also to wish Mazel Tov to the members of your family, to our very, very close friends, Amir and Stacy, your parents, who have played such a pivotal role in our shul, in our community. Anything that's good happens because your parents are behind it with their energy, with their effort, with their insight, with their resources, and we are very, very grateful that your family is a part of our community, and because of the circumstances, all of your brothers are home, and it's nice to know that you can at least celebrate your bar mitzvah with Matan and with Shai and Ilan and Adin. And Mazel Tov to your grandparents. Hashem should keep them in good health, especially in these challenging times. Your grandmother, Jerry Goldman, and Rabbi Michael Laxmeter, your grandparents, Jim and Maida Fruin, and Bill and Jackie Bros, and Lahavdil ben Chaim L'chaim, to make a distinction between those who are here with us physically and those who are not here physically with us, but who spiritually are with us. Your grandfather, for whom you are named, Chaim Herbert Goldman, Zichrono Livracha, I'm sure is shepping a lot of nachas and thrilled to see you achieve the stage of bar mitzvah. I'd like, Chaim, this morning to talk to you about a message from the Parsha, and a message that I think resonates at this time where we can't be together physically, where we have to socially distance. The Torah, towards the end of the Parsha, tells us of a tragic incident, of a very unfortunate event in the life of the Jewish people. Vayikov ben Haisha Yisraelis es Hashem. There was a man who cursed. He used the name of Hashem, Vayikalel, Vayaviu oso el Moshe, and they took this blasphemer and they brought him to Moshe. And the Torah tells us, V'shem imo Shlomis bas Divri l'mateh Don. The name of his mother was Shlomis, the daughter of Divri, to the tribe of Dan. And based on the way the pasuk is put together, our Chachamim understand, our sages understand, that this woman was a woman of ill repute. And Rashi says that the Torah went out of its way to say this. Why? Because this actually is a praise of the Jewish people. That there was only one woman like this in the entire Jewish people. So the Torah singled her out as a praise to say that she was the exception to the rule. Everybody else conducted themselves in ways that were modest, in ways that were appropriate. What's interesting is, in my mind, the contrast. We read of the Makoshesh Eitzim, the one who chopped wood on Shabbos, and there Rashi says that in that case it's a genai, it's a form of denigration, it's something that's embarrassing. That the Jewish people kept a full Shabbos, everybody kept Shabbos, and then the next Shabbos somebody came and he chopped wood, the Makoshesh Eitzim. And there Rashi says that that's something negative. But he was the only one that did it, so why doesn't Rashi say it's a praise? That look what a wonderful thing that he did, that he was the only one. So, okay, one bad apple in the crowd, but everybody else was keeping Shabbos. Why over there is it negative, and over here it's positive? The answer is simple. The Torah tells us in connection to the Mekoshesh that it was le'einei kol Yisrael, that it was to the eyes of the Jewish people. It was done in public. It was done in a way in which everybody saw what he was doing. Here, in this case, unfortunately, Shlomis Bas Divri did not conduct herself in the most honorable of fashions, in the best of ways. But whatever she did it in a way that was discreet, that was private, that was out of the public view. But the Mekoshesh, when he chopped the wood, he did it le'einei kol Yisrael. And that was terrible. Because in life, what one sees has an impact on a person. And I've spoken many times, and I will continue to speak many times, of the challenges, the benefits, but also the very grave dangers that are posed by the internet. There's so much on the internet that's wonderful, that's positive. There's Torah, there's shiurim, there are songs, there are lectures, but there's also so much that is so terrible. Things that are disgusting, things that are cruel, things that are violent, things that are vile, and things that are just wasteful, that are just silly. And so yes, we have to be very, very careful about what we see. Shmiras Einayim is a very important concept. What are we seeing now? In some ways, I think people are talking about what they don't see. One of the things, Chaim, that I heard your brother Shai say is that, yes, he's learning with his chavrusa via Zoom, he's able to take his classes via Zoom, but misses the feeling of being in the Beis Medrash, of having that dibuk chaverim, of being attached to friends who are studying, to hear the Kol Torah. It's missing in our lives. We miss so much to be able to come and daven together. We miss the opportunities to celebrate. How much, Chaim, would we have all loved this Shabbos morning to sing Siman Tov, Mazel Tov, as you would have lain the Torah. We don't have that opportunity. We don't have those things, and we're missing them. Seeing has an enormous impact. The Talmud tells us a fascinating thing. The Gemara wants to know how Avadia merited to become a prophet. After all, Avadia did not come from an obvious place that we would expect Nevi'im to come. We have a phrase that's found in a number of places in Nach. We talk not only of Nevi'im, of prophets, but Nevi'im b'nei Nevi'im, prophets, the children of prophets. It was a concept that prophets grew up in the home of prophets. We would expect who becomes a Navi, who becomes a prophet, somebody who is from a young age is raised in a very religious home, goes to very strong religious schools, dedicates his life to Torah, to serving Hashem. So one in a very rare few can become a Navi, can become a prophet. We think of who the prophets were and what they achieved. These were very, very great people, very great men and women. But Avadia was a ger, he was a convert, he was an Edomite. It was not an obvious choice to become a Navi. And the Gemara says that what is it that Avadia did? Avadia had the great merit that in the times of Achav and Izevel, when Izevel set her eyes to kill out all the Nevi'im, to destroy them, so Avadia took it upon himself to hide a group of Nevi'im in a cave and to take care of these prophets. He would bring them bread and water and he would take care of their needs. And because he saw the Nevi'im, because he took care of them, because he talked to them, because he interacted with them, he learned from them, he was influenced by them, and he himself grew to become a Navi. One of the great Nevi'im, one of only 48 Nevi'im, who was considered to be a Navi whose message endures for all time. Chaim, I'm sorry that this Shabbos we're not in shul together. I'm not so sure that you're sorry about missing school all this time. But I know that while we don't have the opportunity to see you this Shabbos, and you don't have the opportunity together with your family to see the throng of people that is so happy for you and your family. But I do know what you are seeing in your home. Every single day you grow up in a home of Torah, of Chesed, of Avodah, of dedication to growth in Ruchnius and spirituality, to dedication to the Klal, to the community. And if those are the influencers in your life, so then I am confident that you will go in their paths, that you will grow in the ways that they have set before you, and you will be a source of nachas, of pride, of joy, and that one day we will ultimately not only see you, but be with you to celebrate your successes and your growth. May it be l'Torah, l'chuppah, l'masim tovim, Mazel Tov Chaim.